Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the Western Desert, northwest of the Howling Plateau, building a Blood and Sand clan base. This build was suggested on my Discord by Pyro, so thanks for the suggestion, Pyro. The suggestion requested that I use the Glass Constructions and More mod, so therefore some of the construction of this build will indeed be modded. However, there's no reason you couldn't create this design using either just the DLC pieces or any other material if you can't use mods. You are unfortunately going to miss out on the glass windows I'll be using, but you know, it is what it is. Now, before we get into this build, I do of course have to thank our sponsors, NordVPN. If you haven't heard of them before, NordVPN offers the best rated VPN service available, featuring super fast servers in 60 countries, no data logging, 24/7 customer support, double data encryption, the ability to unblock video content worldwide including Netflix, BBC iPlayer, ITV, all that, and more to ensure you always stay safe on the internet. With unlimited bandwidth, a lightweight Chrome browser extension, and the ability to use Nord on up to 6 devices at a time including mobile devices, NordVPN is the best way to stay anonymous and protect yourself on the internet. It's simple to use, one click and you are both connected and protected. NordVPN is great and it's one of the best ways to support me. Each video I make takes between 8 and 12 hours roughly, so when you purchase NordVPN through my link you really do help me out a ton. You can get 70% off NordVPN when you visit nordvpn.org/eradYT or use code eradYT at checkout, which comes to $3.49 a month on the 3-year plan, which is about £2.80 a month, which regardless is a great price for the service. As always, a thanks to Nord for sponsoring this video. So, seeing as this is a speed build, let's get right into it whilst I explain the build. Firstly, I'm going to explain how I started off with the build and my ideas behind it. Coming into this design, I was thinking that it had been a while since I'd created something really nice and unique for a base, rather than just boxes attached to other boxes or a series of towers. It's easy to kind of almost accidentally fall into a pattern of doing roughly the same type of construction over and over again, so I really wanted to try and do something different this time. I started off with just a regular circular foundation and built from there, aiming to have 2 towers on either side of the build that I'll be using as stairwells to access the different floors, but to just generally have a really unique shape. As you can see by the blueprint on screen now, the build is actually quite wide, yet it's fairly shallow on the depth side, so if you were to say extend this build, you could make it deeper or even use this design as an entrance for a much larger and grander castle. In terms of construction, the request for this build specifically asked for a Blood and Sand DLC base, made with the Glass Constructions and More mod. Along with the expected glass walls of course, this mod also adds plenty of different both placeable and buildable items, including support beams, doorways, foundations, pillars, walls and more, which actually makes this mod far more interesting than it initially sounds. As you'll probably know, Arena is probably up there with one of my favourite building materials, so fusing these two building choices together makes for a really nice theme. You don't often associate Arena with the great visibility that glass gives. Obviously glass seems more of a modern material, however fusing the two actually looks quite nice. As I said earlier, this design is wide but a little too shallow in my opinion, so I think that if you were to take this build and adjust it or add to it, as I recommend you do with most of my designs, you could quite easily improve what I think is already a pretty decent build and turn it from a medium-sized clan base to either a huge expansive castle or even just add a few extra workshop rooms. Lore-wise, I didn't really come up with anything too special for this build. This clan base is designed for maybe 4 or 3 people, and would probably make for a decent roleplay base. The bedrooms area is quite small, so if the build was expanded, this could work as not only somewhere for your clan to live, but also as a place where recruits could be trained and could go through the ranks of the clan, almost kind of like a dojo, I guess, just not Japanese themed. The unnamed city is close nearby, so the base could be used as a way to send potential recruits for the clan into the city to claim a specific relic or item to climb the ranks of the clan, eventually being able to be one of the old guard within the clan itself. There are plenty of ways a build like this could be worked into a different roleplay setting, or adapted to fit whatever lore you want, it's all really up to you. So I think that's really about all I have to say for this build. I'm quite happy with how this build turned out. The glass constructions and more mod is quite an interesting one that provides way more items than you'd probably think. I know that I was only really expecting, you know, the usual roof and wall glass pieces, but there are plenty more in there. And I think that if you have Conan on PC and you've never really played around with mods before, but you do like, you know, very intricate style builds, this is definitely a mod you should check out. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy, check out the links to my Twitch, Patreon and Discord in the description, and also the link to get 70% off NordVPN, as always, is in the description. So, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the furnishing phase. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to of course furnish. Approaching the build, I've changed the stairs and lit the build throughout with the double lantern posts from the Glass Constructions mod. Entering the build, I've created a small crossroads point between the main chamber and the two stairwells to create some interesting architecture. The main room itself is a sort of a meeting room, with a large window behind the clan leaders and guards keeping watch throughout the floor. Heading up the stairwell, we reach the first floor, which has access to the front balcony and the clan bedrooms. At the moment, the clan bedrooms are set up for 4 clan members, 2 of higher rank and 2 of lower rank. However, you could probably fit 8 or 10 into this bedroom, or you could add a bedroom for the lower ranked clan members if you plan on expanding this design. Heading upstairs, we reach the top floor, which is the outdoor workshop. Jeff the carpenter, he's been acting a bit strange lately, so just ignore him for now. The rest of the staff are still working hard to produce a variety of items for the clan, and with the workshop being up here rather than down below, it helps to break the usual monotony of the large closed-in workshop. There are also workshops atop each of the towers too. And there we have it, a Blood and Sand clan base in the Western Desert using the Glass Constructions and More mod, just northwest of the Howling Plateau. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to Pyro for suggesting this build. I quite enjoyed this one, especially experimenting with all the pieces from the Glass Constructions mod. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Also, don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description below. And again, don't forget you can get 70% off NordVPN when you use code IRADYT at checkout, or you can go through my affiliate link in the description and the pinned comment below. YouTube is currently my full-time source of income, so if you enjoy the content and would like to help support the channel so I can continue to put out the best content possible, do consider becoming a patron. There are multiple tiers of support from $1 to $20, offering many different benefits from a mention in every video to Discord roles, and even sneak peeks of every new video before anyone else. The link to my Patreon is always in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to consider becoming a patron. Also, as I've said before, whilst we're currently almost all on global lockdown, the video previews that are usually only to the $20 tier are now available to $10 tier patrons and above. So if you choose to become a $10 patron, you will receive those video previews until everything's back to normal, just so you know. Everyone's got a bit more content to watch. On that note, a thanks to our current patrons Sammy, Sir Dialot, Randar, Motals and Dawnfox. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.